Well, that was President Biden's climate czar, John Kerry, revealing that the White House's plans for new climate change mandates and executive orders are on the way. The administration aims to lower cars and trucks' emission levels by 50%. Last July, Fox reported that John Kerry's family's private jet emitted nearly 325 metric tons of carbon since Kerry assumed his position in 2021. So, Michael, he's telling us to expect more rules, and that will come with higher costs, yet he's jetting around in his private jet, emitting all these emissions. He says that he usually travels commercial, I should say. But we've seen a number of times on his private jet, so we don't know, Michael.
Maria, John Kerry is the perfect epitome of the emperor has no clothes. All right. Yeah. This climate religion is utter and complete nonsense, and it is running our country into the ground. It is hard to put into words how bad this is. In 1975, we were 14% renewables. A decade ago, we were 18% renewables, and that's gone from 18% to 19% with a $4 trillion investment. Okay, we are never going to be, I shouldn't say never, but certainly not in my lifetime, 100% renewables or a majority renewables, and simply because fossil fuels provide the most effective, cost-effective, and reliable energy that we use for everything. Okay, and John Kerry also points out here that this Inflation Reduction Act, which he mentions at the end, is just the Green New Deal by a different name. This is going to dramatically lower the competitiveness, the quality of life, the cost of living for all Americans, especially those in the working and middle class. All right. If they were serious about the climate, we'd be building nuclear power plants left and right, and we are not. If he was serious about the climate, he'd be riding a bike everywhere and not flying on his private jet. I mean, this guy is a joke.
Yeah, I mean, Lee, come on. Now, New York may become the first state to officially ban gas stoves. So in new buildings, we could see a ban of gas stoves. It could be added to Governor Kathy Hochul's state budget this week. Republicans, labor unions, gas companies, business groups, they're all opposing this. And she wants an all-electric mandate, saying that it will hurt consumers by raising costs. That's what the Republicans and the lobby groups are saying. Your thoughts?
I think that it just shows that the Democratic Party right now is focused on all the wrong issues. Number one, Americans are most concerned about the economy. Number two, they're most concerned about immigration. They're not focused on these issues like electric stoves, like junk fees. What we want is somebody to address the big picture here, and we're really focused on all of the wrong things in the White House and certainly up in Albany. So I think one of the things that is a real opportunity in this moment, and I think Democrats really overlook this, is they're not willing to come to the table and talk to big energy. They're saying, you know what, oil and gas companies, you can't come to the table. When you look at the COP29 conference that's going to happen in Dubai, they're saying, you know, if you're an oil and gas company, you can't come. Well, let me tell you, where are the real solutions to our energy crisis coming from? They're coming from ExxonMobil. They're coming from Schlumberger, who are actually having a real impact on renewables. And if you're not willing to have the conversation across the board, you're not really serious about having real change. You just want to sit there in judgment and fly in your own private jet, and the hypocrisy of it really is overwhelming.
Yeah, it really is.